Hi, I'm Brittany, and in this video I want to talk about what it means to have Jupiter in Aquarius. Okay, so what is Jupiter? Jupiter is my favorite planet. Well, Jupiter and Mars. And Jupiter is the planet of our joy. It's where, whenever life has got us down, maybe by Saturn issues, we can come back out again and find our joy, find our optimism, find our faith in life. And the sign that our Jupiter is in shows something that we're naturally very gifted with, and it's where we can see the bright side of things, which is ultimately the truth of life, the joy aspect of it. So anyways, okay, people with Jupiter in Aquarius are very good at seeing the big picture of things and seeing how all of humanity is essentially connected, and seeing how we're no different than, the homeless guy on the street or anybody. Like, we are all connected, we're all humans, and these people can be friendly to everybody and see the good in everybody, and not have a problem associating with all different types of people. And they're really good with talking to people and all different types of people and having a wide variety of friends and groups that they hang out with. And they love being a part of many different groups and having a lot of different types of people in their lives. However, they're not always so good at deep emotional closeness with people, because when you think of the sign of Aquarius, it's not known for being a very connected emotionally sign. So these people are wonderful with having a lot of friends and seeing the broader picture of things and having lots of far off eccentric goals and dreams. But when it comes to one-on-one human contact that gets closer beyond the friendship stage, they can kind of struggle a bit, because they just don't see the point in going into these deeper emotions when we can have so much fun just being with people as people and friends. So yeah, anyways, they're wonderful at connecting ideas and connecting people to ideas, and they're really fun people to be around because they're light and they're funny and they don't give a shit. Like, they will go and say what is on their mind, and they will go up to anyone and start a conversation. And so they're really good socially, actually. And they're known for being funny, being ahead of their time, and having genius ideas that they can implement, because Aquarius is a fixed sign, so they can follow through on some of their radical plans. So, for example, they may get an idea like, okay, I need to do this to improve my business, and do this idea, and it might be something that's totally not been done before. And then they find the right people who can lay it all out for them and do it, and they are very good at being able to follow through on their plans, or having groups of people that they create a group with, or things like that. Inventions. Albert Einstein had Jupiter in Aquarius, and that's who they mention in my fabulous book. This is my Jupiter Bible, by the way. It's called Exploring Jupiter, and it is a wonderful book by Stephen Ariel, and he's awesome. Drawing on the source of self-confidence and successful risk-taking to achieve your personal goals through Jupiter. So yeah, it's really good to look at the Jupiter sign, at what you can be naturally good at. And yeah, people with Jupiter and Aquarius, it's to do with our fellow humans. And so they can really actually help someone out of a funk, because they can help you come out of yourself. Like, let's say you're having some emotional problem, and they can help you come out of yourself and see things from a broader perspective. See, okay, we're all in this together. You're not alone in your suffering, but also you don't really need to be suffering, because look at how much fun life is to just, say hi to random strangers and things. Okay, so I'm going to tell you a little story that just happened. I was just with my dad on a walk, and my dad has Jupiter in Aquarius at 29 degrees actually, so he's the very end of this placement, so possibly even the best manifestation of it, or the worst. And I'm pretty sure my dad also has a Sagittarius ascendant, meaning that Jupiter's ruling his whole chart. But anyways, I was just out for a walk with my dad, and he told me, we walked by a few other people, and I was just talking to him, and I wasn't really thinking about it, but every time we walked by another person, he said, good morning, and I would have said it too, but I just wasn't thinking about it. It wasn't where my head was at. I was just walking fast. I have Aries rising. I wasn't thinking about other people. And he said, good morning, and he said, Britt, make sure you always say good morning to everyone, because then you will have many friends. And I was like, oh my god, that is so sweet. And then I started thinking about his chart, of course, because I'm an astrologer, and I thought, Jupiter in Aquarius, make sure you always say hi to everybody, and then you will have many friends. And I just thought that was awesome. And my dad is the one that always helps me out of my emotional problems, and he helps me do that by seeing how good life is, and just talking it through, right? And people with Jupiter and Aquarius are very good at talking, and they're very good at seeing things from a different perspective. If you need to get out of your own head and into some more brighter circumstances, I think that having a Jupiter and Aquarius person around is great. But they can be a little bit too detached, okay? And they can drive people nuts, like if you're in a relationship with them and they are always saying, oh, just detach from your feelings, and why don't you just think of good things and have friends and groups around. This is when they struggle with that emotional intimacy part. But they make up for it in the friendship quality and seeing the good in everybody. Like I said, even the homeless person on the street is no different than the businessman who makes millions. Like, they are very good at connecting us all, which is ultimately the truth of life, is that we are all connected as souls, and we are all from the same source, right? So on the higher level, people with Jupiter and Aquarius can come to these type of spiritual, enlightened realizations. So it's a really wonderful placement to have. Geniuses, eccentric, they do not give a shit. They will say what they mean, and they will talk to anyone and everyone. Like, my dad is always talking to everybody at Starbucks, making friends and connecting people to people, part of groups, things like that. So that's where these people really shine. So if you have Jupiter in Aquarius and you're feeling a little down, get out there and just go talk to some random people and connect ideas, and that's what you're good at, and you'll feel great in that. Anyways, I hope that made a bit of sense. Comment your experience on Jupiter in Aquarius, if this was accurate, if it wasn't at all. Let me know. I'd love to talk to you. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.